It takes a real cold heart to drive an asphalt machine through the center of a park.
They are walking along a part of Kitsilano Beach Park that is slated to become a separated, paved bike path. It's all part of the Park Board's Seaside Greenway Improvement Plan.
And I was first alarmed because they were going to remove 23 parking spaces. I knew nothing about the actual route which is behind us, which is unbelievable.
90% of those surveyed said that they were opposed to this if it conflicted with other uses in the park, and this takes a machete to all sorts of other uses in the park.
The Park Board passed the $2.2 million project on October 7th. It's all part of a bigger plan to connect other bike lanes in the city.
Green space is wonderful, but we also need to make sure people are safe. We also have people talking about asphalt. Well, the basketball courts, that's asphalt. The tennis courts is paved, it's asphalt. We've already got some areas there that have been, green space has been taken away. We are actually giving back green space. We will be losing 23 parking stalls.
City workers were out trying to erase some white lines that have been painted on the grass, roughly where the bike lane will go. It's unclear who painted the lines in the first place, but many residents say if those lines hadn't appeared, they would never have known about the project.
And my biggest concern is the safety for my kids. Look how close it is to the playground. My kids are now going to have to cross a busy 12-foot wide bike lane in order to get to the playground.
One of the other issues, the memorial benches in nearby Hadden Park. A widow has written to the Park Board concerned with plans to move the bench dedicated to her late husband.
They're creating a lot of excitement over something that as a commissioner, I haven't actually gone out and seen it, carved out the path. So I can't say exactly which bench. I have not had the time to go out there and look at it, but I know that we will work with her.
But despite reassurances from the board this path will be safe for everyone, another resident came out to make her own statement with paint and props.
This was approved without anybody knowing about it. This is a high traffic area. I bring my grandchildren here. And I don't want that area to be right here.
And Jill joins us now live from Kitsilano. It's a hugely popular area, that goes without saying. The city had to expect a little backlash. Is there any chance the location could change, the route change in any way?
Yes, Chris, the short answer to that is yes. And I'll just take you and give you a look. So these are the white lines here that people are really looking at and taking issue with. And now I want to reiterate, these lines, we don't know who painted them. They weren't painted by the Park Board. We think it was a resident showing. And they do roughly follow the plan, the official plan that the Park Board voted on. Now, the Park Board has been very quick to point out these are not the exact lines of the bike path. Yes, they are. They admit they are roughly along the same lines. However, the board has hired a consultant. The consultant is looking at this bike path, looking at trees, looking at those memorial benches, and the board says everything is being done to minimize the negative impacts, or what some people might see as negative impacts on the area. So they have offered to do a bit of a walkthrough with some of the concerned residents within the next few days. It's unclear at this point if that's going to happen. We do know, however, residents will be holding a meeting on Sunday to talk more about the plan and more about their opposition to it. Chris?
All right, thanks for that information, Jill. Jill Bennett reporting live from Kitts Beach for us.